Well, joining us via Zoom is Dr. Amache Boateng of the KNUST Political Science Department. Thank you for your time here this morning. Over 1 hour of the Vice President detailing their achievements in infrastructure. Took their time to give us a general overview. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
All right. The Vice President took his time to give us a general overview of what has been achieved by this government with regards to infrastructure. Then he took his time to break it down. Now, apart from that, citizens have been given another opportunity to go to a website and look at the fine details of infrastructure development. How do you think this impacts our politics at this level?
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and let me say good morning to our viewers. Actually, just like Mr. Franklin Kujo said, you realize that issue-based politics are taking over all other, aspects of our political dialogue, political processes that are not desirable. This actually, to the best of my understanding, is not necessarily coming from the political parties, but it's like some dynamism in democracy is simply bringing to bear on the political parties to address pertinent issues. The competition is really getting keener. On the basis of that, you need to be ready to give accounts of your stewardship in office. And so we're seeing of late the competition revolving around what political parties have done in office. So definitely is telling us that our democracy is moving forward progressively, and if you like, zeroing in to a period where we should be seeing Ghana moving forward along developmental trajectory.
Now, apart from showing us a documentary and giving us fine details, like I mentioned earlier, there's also a website where you can visit and check out infrastructure. But one thing we observed was that apart from the interchange projects where the Vice President gave some monetary value to, we didn't have monetary value being attached to almost every infrastructure project he mentioned. What do you make of that, and what other thing do you think could have been added to further enhance the desire to use this as a tool for transparency?
Actually, the need to attach monetary value to these projects is critical. And like I said, it's also going, it's going to come up as it is. Once again, you see, politicians are not necessarily altruistic. Like us, they are all self-interested individuals. So left alone, they will do what they want to do. But then democracy as it is, it's such that periodically you need to give accounts of your stewardship. So now we are being, shown infrastructure. And then, citizens, civil society organizations will move forward, will put pressure to bear on them, not just to tell us what you have done, but let's also see whether we have money for value, the projects that you're talking about. Give us the cost so that we know exactly what is happening. So the fight against corruption virtually is being brought to the fore, but it will come gradually. With time, it will also be added to these dialogue that the political parties are having with the good people of Ghana. So accountability and transparency manifested. Elements of good governance, yes, but it's going to deepen with time when they are made to also tell us how much the projects cost and stuff like that.
Finally, Doc, how do we take this a step further by ensuring that it really becomes the nature of our politics, where we move beyond the insults and the name calling to being very issue-based?
Politicians want to be in government. I, I just recall a statement attributed to President Kufuor that he prefers to be a messenger in a political party that is in government, to be a major officer in a political party in opposition. Politicians are, their work is to be in government, to be in politics. When they are not in government, they are out of office. And so this process of, being rewarded by keeping them in office when they deliver, when they tell us what they are doing and we are satisfied with that, then voters eventually will reward them by voting for them to stay in office. So with time, given the fact that we successfully sanitize our political processes and we have reasons to believe that the electoral process, are free and fair, and that no political party ahead of time could claim, a victory. I mean, just by virtue of their ability to manipulate the processes. So when we have free and fair elections, then definitely they are going to be rewarded subsequently, by serving society faithfully and accounting properly to us, and then coming out with transparency. In fact, this sort of a project that we've been taking through, you could go online and cross-check the work done there. It's an element of transparency, manifestation of transparency. And so going forward, when people go through this and then they are satisfied, definitely they will talk about it. And Kenyans who are not in a position to access them will hear, others discuss them on TV, on radio, and then political parties eventually becoming rewarded will work to institutionalize, our politics during development.
Thank you very much. Dr. Kwesi Amarche-Boateng is a political scientist with the the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. This is your election headquarters.